I am Jake, I'm 21 years old, grew up in the Mornington Peninsula, I live Northside now.
He's my best mate. He's the reason I understand why animals eat their young. Look, we've been on our own, for want of a better term, since Jake was a baby. Jake's father left when he was very young, but we were happy. We did okay, we did really well.
We were lucky enough to have our grandparents buy this old rickety boat shed. We'd start climbing onto the decks of other people's boat sheds and we'd jump across to the other ones. I just wanted to impress my big brother. So no matter what, no matter how many times I pancaked into the side of the boat shed and fell into my arse, I did it.
They were always fantastic siblings. Like any sibling, they had ups and downs, but they were always, at the end of the day, great siblings. But they became best mates. And it's just such a pity that Jake lost his best mate.
Mum and I came home one day and he'd taken his own life. And I just remember thinking, this is it. This is the moment where everything is broken for me.
I mean, it would have been hard enough to lose his brother. It would have been devastating enough to lose his older brother. But he lost his best mate. And that's probably the saddest part. Sorry. Sorry. When Sam died, Reach literally picked Jake up, particularly, and carried him along. And therefore carried me, because I didn't need to worry about him, if that makes any sense.
I was recommended to this program called Fused. It was in our local town hall in Frankston, and I had no idea what it was. It just kind of felt like this place where no matter what circumstance I came from and no matter what pressures I had at school, with my folks, with my friends, anything like that, it didn't exist in that space. It gave me everything I needed to get through such a horrible time in my life. It was almost like, as cliche as it sounds, seeing that little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, because luckily for me, I thought, I was worthless and I was just this kid with this horrible story. But they saw somebody who, to them, was strong and resilient. Every time you walk into one of those Fused spaces, it feels like you step into another world where you have permission for everything and everybody can share and explore themselves. But the thing that Reach taught me is every single person has a story and not everyone has the opportunity to tell it. If I hadn't had a space to find those little things inside myself that keep me going, who knows, We have conversations and we run activities and we bond people together, but in a way that I still find exciting. It's the reason I find it exciting to run this stuff, because I get to choose what gets run now. I work at Reach, I'm a facilitator, so I get out and run a bunch of programs with all sorts of young people across Victoria. And in my spare time, I just play music and spend my time being creative.
I honestly, with every fibre of my being, and I've said this before, believe that Sam would be alive had he found Reach. And that's gut-wrenching, but I believe it.